What's up, everybody? It's your favorite accessories, favorite nerd. And today we are looking at the GI Joe exclusives for the year. Now, I'm not sure if these are STCC exclusives or just exclusives. I got mine through BBTS, and that's all I can tell you. There's 4 of them. We're doing a little sobriety test right here at the moment, it seems. And we're going to take a look at all 4. But first, I'd like to show you why I said your favorite accessories, favorite nerd. Look at all of this stuff, which is a good thing. But it's so much stuff that I would have appreciated instructions, to be honest with you. But let's take a look at the accessories. If you got an hour, good. All right, we're just going to move him out of the way. He does come with a stand. You know I love stands. And this piece here does come off, and this is like a soft plastic, and it goes down, and it can fit over his eyes nicely, you know, to get that look. And then the jacket itself is a soft plastic that you can take off as well. He comes with this awesome sniper rifle case, and you know, I'm trying not to let the pieces pop out, but like, you know, you can close it up and he can carry it, which is nice. And then the scope and the actual sniper rifle come out. The sniper rifle extends, the stock extends, and the scope pegs in here. Now, I'm not a gun guy, so I'm not exactly sure what side it goes in, but you know, so it has that, and then it has this base as well that you can clip onto, and then, you know, set it down. Very, very nice. My only complaint, oh, and then it comes with a silencer as well. I'm guessing this is the point of this. I'm not entirely sure because it doesn't have instructions that you can put on the end of this. And very, very, very nice set. And my only complaint is that I wish you could put the silencer and the stand in the case. But outside of that, extremely nice, very classy job in terms of this sniper rifle case. Very well thought out. It also comes with this backpack, and the backpack has a port on the side of it which allows you to plug this in, and then this rotates, and I'm not exactly sure why, I'm not going to lie to you. And then this antenna is removable, but you know, I wish that was not the case, actually, because I wish you could you know, not lose it. I had to cut because I was getting a phone call. And if you're watching this, if you remember the debacle about Retgar, the Unique Toys Retgar, and me trying to get a hold of that package, that's what the call was in reference to. And it's not looking good. So after I finish this, I'm going to have to apologize to all you guys on Facebook for the delay. At any rate, I tried. So the other good thing about this is that you can open this bit up here and store all the stuff that you can't have them hold. And we'll get into that eventually, okay? You get this box full of shells, including one loose one that you can plug in here. And the nice thing about that is you know, you could have him hold it or place it in a hand if you wanted to, or sit it next to it. If you had him displayed in the sniper position, you could have it next to that. Also, we have this as well, which is like a sight, you know, for the, like you see in the movies. I got some paint chip there, which is a bit of an issue, but not undealable. And then this unplugs as well if you wanted to do something else with it and got creative. Then we have this weapon here, some sort of cell phone type unit, some sort of machete type unit, a knife, and a pistol. And what I'm going to do with these is I'm just going to load them up at the end, how I'm going to keep them, and then go from there. But let's talk about the figure. So this is low light, and paint wise, everything is pretty basic. We don't have highlights really. We have everything is just pretty much painted on, but it is painted well. We don't have a lot of spewage. We have a little bit there, but you know, we have some silver there, silver, this kind of green, some black, some red. We got a little bit of If you can see right at the brim, some black paint dripping onto the forehead, but you know, nothing too crazy. And then we have all sorts of holsters and so forth for him to load up. So let's go over articulation. Head is on a ball joint, shoulders are on ball hinges, or ball discs if you want to call them that, and same as the elbows that swivel at the top, getting you 90 degrees. Wrist is on a swivel that hinges up and down, not back and forth, and then the opposite hand is back and forth, not up and down, but otherwise identical. Waist is on a swivel, and there's a diaphragm joint in there. With this flak jacket on, you can't get a whole lot out of it, and I think the flak jacket actually looks pretty stupid, so we're going to take it off when we're done talking about articulation. Hinges, like the old GI Joe kind of hinges there, and no thigh swivel. We got a double jointed knees, getting you anything you could possibly want, and foot swivel and hinge. So that's pretty nice. So that's what he looks like underneath, and you know, I agree that it doesn't look as accurate with this on it, but I really hate the way this looks. I hate the way this looks. I don't know why they didn't just sculpt this on. I'm guessing to maintain the articulation, but I would have given it up in a heartbeat. Wearing a jacket on top of a jacket is like...
What are you doing?
Get ready to go outside.
Why are you putting a coat on?
This coat? It's cold out.
But you're wearing a robe.
I know. Dumb, right? Now you can really see that diaphragm joint though, and there's no waist swivel, so that's pretty disappointing. And in order to get this off, I had to pop the ball joint, the head off the ball joint, and then I had to put so much strain to get this over top of the ball peg that it actually chipped some of the red paint, you know, once the pressure was applied to the back underside of it. So, all right, so I'm going to take this apart, and I'm going to put this in there, and the sniper stand, the silencer, the bullets, the machete, and the phone. And that's how I'm keeping mine. 2 guns, knife in the holster, weapons in the backpack, the side piece plugged in, and then these just kind of loose accessories. Okay, so this is the Night Viper from GI Joe, and I'll be honest with you, I don't even remember him as a kid, but he has plenty of accessories as well, and we're going to go over those. First and foremost, he comes with a stand that has his name on it, and you know, I'm a big fan of stands, especially with 3 3/4 figures. He comes with this gun, this shotgun, and then this sniper rifle-esque kind of unit. A flashlight, which I'm guessing is low lights, but since there's no direction, I didn't know, and it was on his side of the packaging. They came together. This backpack, which holds a weapon, and this Merce, which I'm guessing is low lights, but it was on his side, so I'm going to see if I can't work something out with this and the flashlight and try to make some... I don't know what to do, I'll be honest with you. I just don't know what to do. And he comes with this helmet, and this visor comes down to kind of... I mean, mine's kind of wonky there, but, you know, very cool. Very cool looking helmet. And I like the fact that they're themed, you know, like these are both snipers, and I don't remember this guy, but he's pretty cool. As far as the figure himself, head's on the same ball joint, and shoulders are on ball hinges, or ball discs, whatever you want to call them. Elbows are on ball hinges that swivel at the top. Wrist swivel with hinge in and out, and the same on this side, except the hinge is up and down, so just like low lights. Comes with this soft piece of plastic over top, which doesn't hinder the articulation at all, which is nice. And there's a diaphragm joint that looks like it's a ball joint shoved up into the upper diaphragm. The same old, if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of metal hinge across, or metal ball hinge. Metal ball joint, pardon me. And knees that are double jointed, getting you a little bit past 90, and then tilt with swivel. So all in all, pretty articulated. Now let's see what we can't make happen here. Okay, so I did the best I could. I put his sniper rifle in here. The shotgun clips in much better, but he doesn't really hold this gun well. So that's not hateful. And then he can hold the shotgun, hold this machine gun. I took low lights pistol and I put it in that holster. And that's good. There's some really nice detail, like the Cobra symbol painted on there. There's these little, little holes in the back of his helmet. Like there's a lot of little, there's some glossy paint, there's some flat paint. Like this is a really, nice set, and you really feel like you get a nice bang for your buck with it being an exclusive and all. And with low light, I took the satchel, and I gave the satchel to low light, and I put the flashlight in the satchel, and I think that looks better. So this is Blowtorch. I don't really remember him as a kid, but he came with the Heat Viper, and I do definitely remember him. So apparently he's some sort of fireman type guy, and let's get into his accessories. We have the backpack with a little groove there where you can plug in this, and then this cable here will plug into the back of the gun like that. The problem is that this cable here is putting pressure on this to pop it out of that little port, but what are you gonna do? Can't win them all, I guess. We have a fire extinguisher, and it has a backpack type port also. My problem is that there's nowhere really to put that. And we have an axe, and I love that it's just a flathead axe and not like a pickhead axe with the bit off the back, for personal reasons, but I do love that. And then a weapon, and then these two things. So we're going to try to find out a way to put those on after we talk about articulation. Oh, and of course, can't forget the stand. Nice, with the GI Joe paint on there. I love stands. Another aspect that you could assume is or consider an accessory is this helmet. It untabs here, so you can have it down and expose his face or whatever you want to do, and which is cool. And then it has this little piece of like body armor that over top that you can take off the ball joint. Now his body armor doesn't bother me like Low Light's jacket, and then the head just pops on, and you can see the ball joint there. And then we got ball, same as the other ones, exact same articulation across the board with the exception of the wrists, which are on these gauntlets and they're on swivels, and everything else is the same, I believe. Just don't want to lie to you. Nice articulation there on the knee, and then the ankles are a little impinged by the fabric of the pants. So let's see if we can't arm them up. So this guy's definitely the weakest of the set. You can't really plug this in and that in, which is really disappointing. At least I can't figure out how. And then these, same thing, there's no real place to put them. My gun keeps popping out. I can't plug this into the gun without it pushing in. Now some hot water, and I can probably change that. But outside of that, he's nice. He's not a bad figure. He's just bad in comparison to the others. Alright, and lastly, this is the Heat Viper, and I definitely remember this guy from my childhood, and I never particularly cared for him, actually. Like, the helmet design I just never liked. Accessory-wise, he comes with these big units, and we'll talk about how to put these together, and then he comes with these ankle bombs, and each of the bombs pops off, for better or for worse, and that's that. So, articulation, he's the same as the rest, with the low light in them, like but everything is the same. Nothing new here. We do have some paint carelessness there, but outside of that, and this like shoulder holster thing is a soft plastic, and other than that, it's pretty much status quo. Got some little carelessness in that stripe too, and some of the purple around the yellow is just a little spotty. This goes here, and the top part coils around the weapon. Now, there's no paint on this weapon at all, which in some ways reminds me of the original, but it would have been nice to have a little bit of love there. And then this plugs into the bottom of the backpack there, and that's how it goes. But what I don't understand is, it doesn't look finished, right? I think I've got it right, and it looks like a piece that would go here, but I can't figure it out. So I'm going to mess with it and see if I can't put it together. And I don't see any other pieces, so I don't know. This one, it's just, look at all that detail in that gun that could have used some paint, and this looks unfinished. I must have this chewed up somehow, but I just don't know how else. I mean, that all connects. I mean, I don't know if maybe it's not supposed to plug there, because this plugs into here also, but the coil's so tight that it doesn't really work. And there's no port there. I don't know. If you guys know, feel free to let me know, because I don't know. This is how it is. This is the stronger set. This is the weaker set. So unless you have a real strong love for these characters, I'd say easily pass on them. If you're a Joe fan, you know, heavy hardcore Joe fan, you'll love them all, because they're definitely detailed and come with a ton of accessories, and most of them utilize them really well. But if you had to get one set, definitely go with this set. It's certainly not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but there's just a few things that could have been done better. But as for a Hasbro product, I mean, you know, in terms of love and care and attention than what you'll ever see in the average Transformer Deluxe, you know, you'll never get this kind of attention to detail out of a Deluxe. It's not a bad set. It's a good set. And I think they were only like $20 a pop for a set of two. I could be wrong about that, but I think that's what they were, $20 a pop. So it's affordable, and they're nice, and if you're a Joe fan, you'll love them. If you just wanted low light, which is kind of the allure of all of them, it's worth getting both of these just to get low light, because this is a really cool figure too. That's what I got to say about that. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.